today we're making some player shops here on iBlocky in Minecraft Prison. If we take a look in pets, I have very low levels on most of these, and I would like to obtain more of these, and the best way is to make some shops and trade tokens for pets from other players. So we're going to be doing that at my cell. So you're going to spawn in at my cell, and basically the robots are here. We're going to be moving them probably around the outside of the map, but for now we're going to go ahead put them along here because the shops are going to be at this location now. So we're going to kind of move these all around. So we're going to go ahead, pick all these up, make sure we get every single one of them. Then we'll go ahead, place all these down really quick. So now this platform is going to be for shops. Before we set up the shops, I do want to mention everything that I've done off camera because I've done a ton. So enchants wise, we have made it to max greed, what is 250. So we have a 1 in 5 chance of it proccing. Max multiplier with the same proc chance as greed at level 250. Max profit at level 300 with a 1 in 12,500 chance of it proccing. Max cubed, what is the best way to make blocks broken and blocks into your backpack at level 200 with 1 in 40 chance of proccing. The most expensive one out of this all was Jackhammer, a 1 in 40, which only has 75 levels but costed a ton to get each level. Then Explosive has the same as Jackhammer and cubed on the proc chance, but level 200. And then with a ton of gems, I got Locksmith up 10 levels as well as Jurassic, which did cost a lot of gems. And we're now mine rank 20, and there are 10 new mines on the server that just got released not even a few days ago. And we also have 111,000 backpack slots. Basically, I've progressed a lot off camera. So now whenever I sell, I'm making around 500,000 to 1 million if I have boosters active, which is absolutely absurd. So we're at the point in the game where we can start making shops and start selling and buying things. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We'll grab out our player shop here and we're gonna set up our first shop. And I think we're gonna go ahead and sell pets, I think is the plan. So what we're going to be doing is selling all the pets I do not care about. So we don't want Sugar Addict, we don't want Atlantean, Snowstorm, Blaze, Lethal. Geode will probably just keep because the extra gems potentially, even though I'm probably not going to use it. Death will probably get rid of, so that is 6 currently. Game will get rid of. Billionaire will keep, even though I don't think it works right now, and I don't think it's that great. We'll get rid of Neon. Disaster, which is actually only good early game, and becomes pretty much pointless late game because it cancels out proc chance of, I believe, certain enchants from what it looks like. I'm not too sure on that though, so I'm gonna get rid of them anyways. We'll get rid of Hero, and that's about it. So in total, we're gonna have 10 shops of just pets being sold, 2 players for around 1 million per pet, and then for Disaster, we'll probably do around 2 million, so we can make some money off of these, and then I'll start advertising in chat. So we'll go ahead, purchase 10 of these. So let's get 10. Well, we already had one, so there we go. We have 10 now. Let's take a look at the pets menu, and the first pet we'll go ahead and get rid of is Sugar Addict. We'll go ahead, go here, select a pet, Sugar Addict, change it to that I am selling, and I think we're just gonna do 1 million per pet. I don't really know the whole pricing for these, but essentially I'm not gonna ever be using these pets unless they change them in some sort of way. I don't know if 1M works. No, it doesn't. So we have to type out the zeros. So 1 million. Nope, that's 10 million. So it says we need to create a stock amount. So how many we want to sell, we'll sell 1 at a time. And we're also getting a drop party here in a moment. So I'm gonna move around for a bit so we can get that drop party, see if we get anything decent. Here we go, drop party. What are we getting? We got a common pet egg. We'll open that up really quick. What do we get? A billionaire. I mean, it's better than nothing. It's something I'm not going to be selling anyways. I should probably space these out actually. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this, and we're going to space them out 1 block in between each one. So what I'm going to do is actually just set up the Sugar Addict really quick again. Atlantean's down, so we're going to move on to the next one. Set up the Snowstorm, and then we'll go ahead, put this one here. All right, let's go ahead, do Blaze now. Okay, Lethal is down, so now we got to set up the next few. Death is done. Okay, I put game down. Now we're going to put down the next one, which is Disaster, which we're going to go ahead and put Disaster for around 2.5 million, I think. We'll start with that, and if we need to change the price, we will change it. But for the time being, we'll do 2.5 million per one, and I only have 5 of them anyways. And I'm realizing now it's only taking from how many I have currently, so we're going to have to change how many we put in the stock. I understood it completely different, so we'll go ahead and change those once we're done. I don't really know if Hero's good. I see a lot of people buying them, but we're only going to do 1 million. So I put 9 in there, and then we have 1 more, I believe, which is Neon. So we'll go ahead, set it to sell, go ahead, do 1 million, set it to 11, and then we set that up, and Neon should be situated. So now I just need to go double check they're all sell, and then I can add more into this. So we're going to add 11, and then we'll take a look at pets again. So what I found out is Sugar Addict, apparently you can't remove one of them. You have to by default keep at least 1 Sugar Addict. So that's something interesting. So we are done putting all the pets in. So our cell access is open so we can have people visit visit here, when doing /sell and clicking right here, they should be able to see me unless the pages are not working. So if I ever show up here, you guys can click on my player head, which just is a blue hoodie. So you can come and visit and see if you want to buy any pets or not. And a cool thing you can do is teleport in brackets. So if you copy what I do here, people can teleport to your position. So if I click this, it should teleport me right here for where I was standing, but I'll be facing, I believe, itself. But now if I just stand here and advertise for a bit, you should get some people visiting my cell. We'll see if we can get any sales. We're currently at 9 million. We'll see if anyone buys anything. So I've had about like around 10 people visit, and I don't think 1 million is cutting it for most people. So I'm gonna lower it to 500,000, see how that works for people, and we'll go from there. And disaster, I'll do like 1.5 million because I'm never gonna be using these pets. So I just want to kind of sell them to players that might want them for prices that aren't super excessive, I guess. Set hero to 500,000, and then the last one to 500,000 as well. And I'm gonna keep advertising. Someone just bought one of my Blaze pets for 500,000. Let's go. I think it was Beetle. That guy right there, I think, just bought one of our pets. It's working apparently, so that's good. Oh my gosh, someone just came over here and bought every single one of my hero pets. Let's go. And they're buying all the disaster as well. But there we go. All the disaster and all the hero have been sold out. Those were the main ones I wanted to sell. I probably could have got more for heroes, like 1 million, but I mean, I'd rather just get them gone. We made around like 13 million. What is better than nothing? Mostly from 2 different kinds of pets and then just 1 pet. What was Blaze, but I mean, I can't really complain. Anyways, let's go ahead, go to the mine, and we'll start mining more. What I want to do is get around 50 million tokens so then I can go ahead and buy a rich pet, which is probably the best pet on the server for making money at least. Just having one of those gives a base multiplier of a 2x multiplier added on to any current multipliers. So I could be making like 2 million a sell, I believe it is, if I were to have the rich pet and used it properly. So I'm gonna go ahead and save up a ton of tokens, and then we'll go ahead and try and purchase one. So I'll give you guys an update here in a moment. So real quickly, I'm gonna go ahead and sell some lucky blocks, and then I'm going to be going ahead and explaining what I've done off camera. So we're getting 15.6 million tokens for 13 lucky blocks. There we go. And apparently this person watches the videos, so that's a W. But to give a rundown of what we're doing is I said we were going to go ahead and get a rich pet. We do need to go ahead and buy one, and they're about 50 million per one, and we only really need one for now. In the future, I'll maybe buy more, but for now, we just need one. And also, we sold all the pets in our shops. Basically, I lowered the price at 250k per one, and then the disaster is now 2 million, and hero is 1 million. But the point is, we're going to be going ahead and trading someone for a rich pet now, since we have 50 million, since that is the price. So I'm going to go ahead and message them on Discord, and I'm also going to go over the enchants that I did max out off camera. I maxed out Lucky, but took a absurd amount of time, and I did have to use one of these boosters, the 2.5 times for 20 minutes. We had 2 of these, so I did use one of them so we could actually manage to get all the tokens to max this out, because at the end, the last level was around 3.5 million for one level in tokens. And then I also got Jurassic and Locksmith to 25 now, so they're becoming way more expensive, so we probably won't be upgrading those anytime soon. But we're gonna go ahead and wait for the person with a rich pet to come over to the cell. So I had to find someone different because the original person did not respond, so it is what it is. But we got a rich pet now. There we go for 50 million. Perfect stuff. So if we go ahead and do /pet, we should have a rich pet. The tokener skill has a chance to massively increase your cell boost for a limited time. So we're gonna go ahead and put that in. So we now have a rich pet, and as you can see, we have a 10-second multiplier for rich pet to proc. So you get a 2x multiplier with the rich pet, and the best way to go about it is whenever it activates and you have a decent amount of blocks, just go ahead and sell to the NPC, which is the Iron Golem, and if it's not there, then just hover over this area and it should try and sell it. But when you have 2x, make sure you have a decent bit of blocks in your backpack, and then you should be able to sell from there. But there we go. We've managed to unlock the rich pet, or obtain it, I guess you could say. Let's go.